talk about another stock that is in focus, and that is Max India. This one again on the back of its earnings as well. And when you look at it in terms of the numbers that have come in from the company this time around, yes, we're seeing the losses of the company actually have widened. We're seeing the revenue decline by 15% as well. To understand more on the numbers, let's bring on board Rajit Mehta, MD at Max India this afternoon. Thank you so much, Mr. Mehta, for joining in with us. Now, let's just talk about, you've seen some good traction in terms of the residences for seniors, and this is the highest ever net revenue in care at home. Medcare also, why are you actually seeing a decline in terms of the revenue then overall of 15%? What is the guidance for FY24?
Tara Max Group Company is a pioneer in the senior care space. We are the only organization in India endeavoring to create an integrated care ecosystem for seniors. So the reason why you find the revenues down is because the revenue recognition in residences happens basis registrations. And since we've already sold out all the inventory in Dehradun and Noida, you see a slight dip. But compared to last quarter, our revenues are up actually by 20%, and our EBITDA is now 1.5 crores positive versus a loss of 7 crores in the last quarter. So the reason for the last year dip is just because we don't have any inventory to sell in residences. Otherwise, all our businesses are doing pretty well.
And so if you see your projects in Doon and Noida are sold out, how is the launch pipeline shaping up? What geographies are you targeting, and what is the traction you are expecting to see?
So we've already signed up the new project in Gurgaon. The definitive agreements are under discussion now. The binding term sheet in Bangalore already signed up. Definitive agreements, under discussion. Broad commercial terms for Hyderabad also agreed, and hopefully in the next few days we should sign that term sheet, as well. So these are some of the new projects. Gurgaon is about a 0.7 million square feet development, about 288 apartments. Bangalore a little larger, about 1 million square feet, about 482 apartments, and Hyderabad, when it comes, will be quite large, 1.3 million square feet, about 780 apartments. So on the residences side, our traction on geographies is pretty good. We're also negotiating and looking at agreements to be done or land parcels to be identified in other geographies. Our attempt is always to create about 1.5 million square feet per year under construction. That's our aim. The senior care sector response has been pretty good. Nothing to do with the festive season particularly, but generally I think the concept is more readily accepted now in India. And post-COVID, we saw a change in sales velocity. So we see pretty good traction in the coming few years, in the senior living space.
So also what we want to understand is the losses has narrowed on a quarter-on-quarter basis. But given that the revenue recognition will happen with a lag, like you just mentioned, when would the bottom line actually start moving into the green then?
So it depends on project to project. In Dehradun, if you look at, we're already PBT positive, cash positive. There's a cash surplus of 120 crores, in Dehradun. Noida, and then when we hand over position and we complete, phase 1 and phase 2, that's when we start recognizing, the surplus that comes in. So we target healthy IRRs in all projects. So it really depends on project to project. On the Antara assisted care services, the investment will continue for growth for a few years, and be 3-4 years before we see, sight of a break even. So it's really dependent on the business, vertical that we're targeting. But projects that we complete, I give you an example of Dehradun, we should see healthy IRRs.
Sir, AGZ was launched a couple of months back. How is the traction that you're witnessing? Your average daily revenue run rate was around 1 lakh per day. Where is this headed going forward?
As I said, the name is a tongue twister. It's AGZ by Antara. It's a digital platform offering unique expert-assisted solutions and products for seniors to help them manage their chronic conditions, so that they can age with ease and joy. The first 2 conditions that we launched were knee pain and fall management. So we have 17 products across 4 categories, from knee braces to nutraceuticals, and a set of physiotherapy exercises recommended for seniors. We also launched 2 watches which can detect, and one which can prevent and detect a fall in a senior, which is a big issue in India. Every year, we about 4 million seniors succumb to a fall, which causes complications. So those are the first 2 conditions we have launched. These solutions are available to seniors either by them visiting our health studio having a WhatsApp, video call, or calling an expert home. So it really depends on that convenience. And in the next few years, we will endeavor to cover more chronic conditions, which will help seniors empower themselves with self-care protocols so they can really age with ease and with joy and with grace. The initial response has been quite good. Some of our products are already, fifth or seventh ranked bestsellers on Amazon, which is one of the channels that we are marketing these through. Particularly the knee braces and the fall watches have a big thumbs up, and great reviews from customers. And hopefully over the next, few months, as the traffic picks up in our health studio as well, the impact of the full solution on the condition of the senior will be seen. So great traction so far.
Right. So what is it that you possess around 530 crores of treasuries and other monetizable assets? How do you plan on utilizing this then?
So that's right. Our consolidated net worth is about 530 crores, and we want to utilize it in all our business verticals. The capital allocation, has been done already for residences, about 200, the rest reserved, for Antara assisted care services growth. We might need, a fundraise in 12 to 18 months, but that depends on our growth and acceleration. But that's how the treasury will get utilized between the two, Antara senior living and Antara assisted care services.
Well, thank you, Rajit, for joining us at this show and giving us all those details.